Okay, so I've removed the cap off the Foam King and emptied it from all the water that was in there previously. I've also weighed out a specific amount of water to add back into it. I have about 640 milliliters here, which I got from the data that Stan provided, which is he's using the Brite-It and the foam additive formula at 2 cups of powder, quarter cup of liquid foamer per gallon of water. Now basically I've scaled down this gallon to a size that can fit into the Foam King, and I've kept the ratios of powder and liquid foamer the same with respect to the new final volume of water, which is 640 milliliters, which just so happens to work out to about the amount that we could fit in a pod, about 20 milliliters for the liquid and maybe 2 pods full for the powder, which came out to around 8 milliliters. Now I know I used volume for this when I should have used weight for powders, but we can work that out later. Since we're talking about how much stuff we can fit in a pod, I went with volume for this test. But it'll basically look like filling up water to a certain line, 640 milliliters for Stan's proposed formula, 2 pods of powder. We decided to go with a pod route for the powder, and 1 pod of liquid foaming additive. Okay, so adding the water in. Super simple now. For our product, we could probably have a line, wouldn't you know? If it was right up to the line here on the Foam King, that makes it easier next time, which is what we're all about, making things easier. Adding the powder now. Now I did add some sodium bicarbonate and citric acid to our Brite-It formula, so this may foam as is without the foaming additive added quite yet. In there, a little shake, a couple bubbles starting, not overflowing, which is good. So we want this water to dissolve, and ideally we want to use hot water. I did not for this case because I wanted to see how the average person's, water temp, how this would do, but it looks to be dissolving quite well. Next I'll add the foaming additive. And this is about 1 pod full. Great.